Okay, here's a little tutorial on how to make these little post-it note pocket purse calendar, little pocket calendars, post-it notes, pocket calendar, and I made several different styles. Here I just used the scrapbook paper. Well, I'm using cardstock, scrapbook cardstock, craft cardstock, and I'm making them to go along with my calendars that I made to gift to the pioneers these years. And so what I have been doing is taking a sheet of scrapbook cardstock and cut it in half to 2 6-inch pieces, and then I'm able to use one for the little matching post-it note holder. So I'm doing them as a set. So what you need for these is your cardstock, solid or colored, and you can decorate them any way you want. I provide the file for the little calendars that you would cut up. So each one is going to take a 3 1/4 inch wide piece by 9 inches. 8 1/2 inches will work, but it won't be as thick. You can see the difference here. I think this was I used an 8 1/2 on this, so I couldn't get as much of a post-it in there, as this one was more of a 9-inch piece, so I was able to make it wider. So just take that into consideration. Use the Velcro dots for closure. That's one option. I have also, let's see, this one here, I use the little magnets and pretty strong glue to glue them on. The other side goes under here. It's taped under there, and so those work pretty good. But if you don't have the magnets, you can just be you know, try some different ideas. Here I just punched one of these. I took a button and one of those little things to hold it on, and a string for a closure. And as far as the little calendars, once you cut these out, there's several ways that you can do those also. Let's see, stapling works good. Just a couple staples. Those little push pin things, what they're called, those little things will work. You can even try, you can sew across if you want to stitch across the top before you glue it together. What was the other thing? Oh, some of them I have put these together really evenly and tight and put glue across here, so then it's just a peel-off one. You can try that option too. So once you've got your basic piece cut for your little folder, you also want a 3-inch square piece that you're going to mount your little calendar to. This little calendar here, I went ahead and punched holes. I used a big heavy sewing needle, whoops, to kind of punch a hole through there, and then put these push pins through and keep it clamped together so that they'll stay lined up good. And then once I get those things attached how I want. Okay, now I suggest when using, be very careful when you're scoring this, depending on the kind of cardstock that you're using. Score it from the top, and we're going to start with a 3 1/4 inch. Three 5/8 inch. 7 inches. 7 3/8 inch. 2/8, 3/8. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to fold those and use our, so we're not really well prepared, but we're going to use our bone folder or our credit card to press those folds. These are actually folding pretty good. But I found they do fold better if you score on the printed side that you're going to be folding away from. Okay, so that's just your basic wallet. Now we go back and we've got our little calendar that we put together with these little things. So what I'm going to do is center it, put some glue, and then center it on this little 3-inch square that I had left from scrap. Glue it down good. Then I'm going to glue that. Centered on this section. And I might say here at this point, you can set this up like you want. If you want to open it this way, you can turn your calendar that way, and your notepad, I don't know, just kind of did them this way. Okay, and make sure that's on there really good. And of course you're going to need your Post-it. I would like to use a pink one for this, but yeah, I'm going to get a pink one. Okay, just to show you, these actually came from the Dollar Tree. And it's a pack of, I guess, 5. And I think there's 50 sheets each. You could probably buy them. You're going to make a lot in bulk online. Cheaper. And of course, they're not Post-it brand, but I don't know. Probably just as good. So anyway, I'm just going to glue this to this section and just kind of center it there. And then of course when they use it up, all they got to do is glue another one on. Okay. Now I also like to, just to give it a more finished look, I like to use a corner punch to just make nice little corners. And then I get my little dots. And to see where the other one goes, just simply stick it together. Oh, sticky. Of course, those came from the Dollar Tree also. And then just fold it down. Make sure it's lined up good. Mash it down so it sticks good. Basically, that's it. Pretty simple and just a quick little gift. I've also made some little prints that kind of match the calendars, like for the bird calendar. Here's one I did for the hummingbird calendar, and then made a little print that I glued. You can glue it on the back. This one I cut in half, so I glued half here and rounded the corners, and then glued the other half there, so you just see the whole picture when it's closed. This one I glued the whole thing underneath, so that you kind of get to see the scripture when you open it. And as you can see from this one, I used scraps of cardstock to kind of decorate my kind of plain looking craft one. But you can decorate them ever how you want. I put little button things there. Have fun making them. These could probably be dressed up with some, I don't know, ribbon or something. Anyway, quick and easy, little gift to make. Have fun making them.